think there was some discussion about this at one point in history. I want to say it was the Nazis, but it might have been the Russians. There was some talk of combining human beings and chimpanzees.
You want to ask AI?
Yeah.
Here.
Stalin. What was the story behind Stalin's question of whether or not they could combine human beings and chimpanzees? Oh, she's so bossy.
Sorry, I'm faster.
Jamie's so much better. Jamie.
Sorry, I looked it up before you could ask the question.
Well, you're a technological savant.
I also don't have the specific insight you're looking for. I just have the wiki.
Okay. So he specialized in the field of artificial insemination and the interspecific hybridization of animals. He's famous for his controversial attempts to create a human-ape hybrid by inseminating 3 female chimpanzees with human sperm. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure he used his own sperm.
Whose sperm?
I'm pretty sure he used his own sperm because there was something about this guy. Now I remember the story. This dude was a kook. This dude was, he had apparently done this and said he had done it with monkeys already. There was like some talk that he said that he'd already done it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll look him up.
Yeah, why would you?
If it's the same guy, I think it's the same guy.
Why would you source sperm? You just go, I'll be right back.
Yeah, find out if this is the same guy. Because I think there was one guy. No. It's a different story. This is a story about, there was one of those fertility clinics where the doctor was using his own sperm on everybody. It was one of those.
Oh, yeah.
And they had found out that this doctor had also done something in another lab where he had claimed to have used his own sperm to impregnate a chimpanzee, but then terminated the pregnancy before birth. This same doctor. That's what it was. Wow. That's the story. That guy was a real kook. So this guy, apparently he was, cause I got on this, I went down this rabbit hole of these crazy doctors that use their own sperm in fertility clinics. And it's not just one. There's a shitload of them, dude. There's a bunch of these and they did it like in the 70s and the 80s when no one can catch them. And this one guy, he started this clinic, and before he started the clinic, he had done some medical research where he had claimed to have impregnated a chimpanzee. So this fucking guy, he claimed to have done that, and he was like a real controversial with his opinions on this kind of research in the first place. And then he goes over and runs some fertility clinic and uses his own jizz on like untold number of people.
That's fucked up.
There's so many of those guys. Dude, there's so many of those guys. There's a ton of those guys. There was a documentary or a docudrama that was on TV way back in the day about this one doctor who kept doing that. And this doctor just was using his own jizz for everybody. And the nurses were starting to catch on. When did we get a shipment in? Don't worry. This is an important shipment that came from God.
Oh, wow.
Have you found that story?
I was digging through this to find out the sperm thing from this guy. There's very interesting info here. They never found out why he did this, to try to sperminate, if that's the right word.
The chimpanzee?
Yeah, he was trying to go, I guess, human male to female chimpanzee, and that didn't work. So then he tried to go the other way around, and then they stopped him when his last donor died and put him in jail. One story said he was trying to disprove parts of religion. But there's a thing here that said they've dug through all of his notes and couldn't find any evidence as to why he was doing this in the 20s. No proof of super soldiers or anything like that either.
So the super soldier thing was just hypothesized later, like fantasy talk?
If it would have worked, in theory, they would have probably tried that, but it didn't work.
Right, but that would be a best way to like avoid the death of your people, to create soldiers that were like hybrids of humans and chimps.
Robert Graham?
Is that the guy?
Yeah. He's a controversial figure in the 70s and 80s known for his work in fertility.
Fertility?
Fertility.
Fertility.
Netflix documentary, Dr. Donald Klein.
That's a different one.
And then...
Bro, there's a bunch of these guys. But
This guy did 600.
what is the guy though that you're talking about?
Well, that's Robert Graham, but now it's saying that the other doctor that's tried to do the chimp was Elia Ivanovich.
Yeah,
That's the guy we just looked up.
yeah.
But I think that guy, this guy Robert Graham, one of these guys had said that he participated in a study when he was at whatever university that he said that he had impregnated a chimpanzee.
Yeah, it's saying
There's another doctor. There's so
There's
many of
a
these
bunch of
doctors.
doctors. I keep finding different
Bro,
doctors' names.
it's impossible to sort through. I'm telling you, this. I went down this rabbit hole. It is a crazy story, dude. There's so many of these doctors that have.
Kentucky.
There's fucking so many of them. So many of these doctors.
Boston.
Dr. Dre.
Spokane.
But this one doctor, I remember, God damn it, I know I saved it. I think I even have a folder in my notes that's just on fertility clinics.
Who does that?
These doctors are insane, man.
That's insane.
They're insane. And the thing is, I have a whole folder.
Oh my
I have,
gosh.
like notes saved. Because I was researching this for like days. I was reading different stories for days. These are all different doctors
Holy
who've done
shit.
it. Look, all these stories. I was like, this is insane.
This Weisner guy, they think he did at least 600, maybe as high as 1,000.
Oh my
Be
God.
linked to him.
Yeah. So the one guy, though, I remember there was a thing. I know there was a thing about him in his university doing something with chimpanzees because it was so crazy. I was like, how did this guy ever get to be the head of anything? This guy's a nut. And he wouldn't say where he sourced the jizz from either. So it's his own sperm. He used his own sperm to try to, maybe he even fucked it. He probably didn't even say how he did it. Maybe he fucked the chimpanzee. That's probably wild.
That's
right?
probably what happened.
Probably what happened. Probably got a couple glasses of wine in him.
Shaved it.
Started dancing with the chimp. I want a man with a slow hand. I want a lover with an easy touch. I want somebody who'll spend some time.